There we go. Let's clear that out. Alright guys, so for today's video, actually for this week's videos, what we're going to start doing is actual different build guides per champion. So my goal is to actually go through the entire list of champions, play them each 5 separate times with 5 separate builds. Builds including different rune sets, different lanes, and different item builds. So we're going to try and give that a shot. So for today's build set, we went with Sorcery and we went with Inspiration. So we have our magical footwear there, and then we also have the minion dematerializer. It's the same build that we had in the last video, but this time what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and talk through a little bit more as to what I'm doing. Now that I've actually played this one, I kind of have a little bit better of an idea, but you know, the goal is to kind of give you guys more of a look into the actual champion sets instead of having to test everyone out, because you know it costs a lot of essence to try and pick up new champions, or if you're that person who spends the money, that costs a lot of riot points, you know. So my goal is to try and give you guys a perspective on these champions so that way you can kind of see if you want to get them or not. And my whole thing behind it is, like, I do a lot of the build guides on the internet and stuff, but let's be honest, it's kind of tough when you can't really see how that rune build plays out. You want to see what it's like, so that's my goal here. We're gonna try and get as much wave clear as we can. We would like to stack up as much gold as possible, so you know we're gonna focus on that. He's trying to peg me from afar, and we still got another 60 seconds cooldown for our minion dematerializer, which is in a good spot for us because we want to wait for those cannon minions to come out before we use that. But yeah, I'm excited because this way it gives me like a clear idea of content for you guys. It's still gonna be fun for me because I still get to mess around a lot, and you know we'll be able to test some things out together, you know. But we are definitely going to try out this first build. As you can see, we have the Arcane Comet, Mana Flow Band, Transcendence, and Gathering Storm. And we are playing against Zed, so you guys will get to kind of see that today as to how he plays out. And in 16 seconds, we have our first dematerializer. So we're trying to, you know, wait to use that on this cannon minion here. Sorry, time to focus. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get that. Get some gold there. And if he can knock him down just a little bit more. So Zed's kind of a tough champion to play against, especially with the shadow. But, you know, I was also playing against Yasuo in the last video, and his wind wall makes it very difficult. You want to be careful about those kinds of things, because it makes a difference when you're up against these champions. And like Lux, she's definitely a ranged mage, and that wind wall, being able to block those abilities, makes it kind of difficult to play up against. So we're going to try and talk you guys through some of that stuff. He is really, really on my tail there, isn't he? That's okay. We still got our potions, and we still have 2 of our dematerializers. And we have a Yi for jungle, so I'm not overly worried that way. But, yeah, we definitely want to heal up real quick. These dematerializers are absolutely fantastic for trying to shove waves back up. And plus, on top of that, we'll go ahead and read this off for you here real quick. Oh, it's supposed to... Well, here, maybe it'll show it here. Absorbing a minion increases your damage by 6% against that type of minion permanently, and an extra 3% for additional minions that way. Okay, my headset just cut out, so we're going to go ahead and get that reset. Don't know why that did that exactly. We have plenty of charge, so hold on 1 second. I am not getting audio. That is fun. We are having some technical difficulties, guys. Oh, there we go. Again, don't know what that was about. So the first item we really kind of want to build into is Luden's Echo. That'll give us a, you know, it'll give us really good wave clear ability. So yep, there we go. Don't worry, buddy, we can peg too. So nope, I'm trying to stay out of his range as much as possible. The shadow does make it a little bit more difficult, but right now we're just, you know, we're farming. We're trying to get our gold up. Once we get our items, and now that we have our R, we'll be able to get that on cooldown a bit, which does help. We'll get the gold from that, and now we have permanent increased damage on the cannon minions, which, guys, when you're trying to farm, makes it really, really nice. Let as many minions in there get in there. Yep, there we go. See, great wave clear ability. Oof, that is not what we want to see on bot. We're playing well enough. We're not giving up anything, you know, horrible. We're going to go ward out just in case and mark out this for our jungler. I did not mean to auto attack there. And there goes that. Oof. Well, a little bit of a slippery slope. We all know how it can snowball. And, you know, we all hate to see it, but it does happen. So we are going to try and be as careful as we can. If we can maintain mid lane, we haven't let any waves crash. So that's definitely a good start. But we don't have a ton of mana to push back in. And I'm assuming, does he have teleport? He doesn't, but he does have his refillable. So he did go back and he got... he probably just started with that, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I think he just started with that. He's not forcing out any flashes, though. He's not doing, like, anything insane damage-wise, so... We still have enough mana. As you can see, I have my numbers listed out here, so I can kind of do quick math on whether or not I have enough mana to hit a combination or not. This Zed is making it very difficult to get any sort of foothold. He's playing really well. You know, he's playing his position. We do want to get... He just... Okay. We don't want him to see that. I want to be able to keep an eye on that bottom lane there, because that's where the majority of their ganks are going to go. Alright. So we're trying to get a wave to crash in for us, because we do have enough gold to go back and get our starting items. We're going to start off with the Lost Chapter. And since we're playing against Zed, we might want to look into getting an early Zanya's. It looks like he's going to be able to force us back, though, which is not necessarily what we wanted. But yeah, see, he's right there. He's making it very difficult. Yep, and I was out of mana too. But we got to pull him into our turret there, which does kind of help us out a little bit. Chunked off some of the damage for him. Oh, yeah, it's not a good spot for us. Well, on the plus side, we can get this shoved in. We'll clear out this wave real quick. Trying to get Yi out of here safe and sound as best we can. I don't know why he would pick that fight. Oh, this is in a bad spot for us here. Yep, there we go. Oh, he stayed there too. That's rough. Okay. So, I mean, we're not like super far behind. It's 5 versus 7, and we actually have a Varus here, so we might be able to pop that out. We don't have enough mana for this, though. I'm going to be honest. So we're going to go ahead and, you know, clear this out. Oof. Yep, well, we're not going to be able to get that quite the way that we want to. We are going to try and sneak out of here, though. And this build is a little bit different. I like something a little bit more aggressive, preferably. It's kind of meat, but alright, we see they got a ward there. We'll go ahead and knock that out. I wanted that. Well, he is low, so hopefully we can take that fight soon. We're still playing smart. We don't want to give up kills, because as soon as we do, that's when we start to get snowballed here in the middle lane. We also haven't received any ganks from Yi. 0 ganks. There we go. There we go. Gotta help the team out. We still got our refillables, so we're not in a bad spot. Perfectly timed stopwatch, huh? Whoa, 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 whoa. You should probably go. Yeah, you should go help Alawi, maybe. Maybe. Yi. 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 You just left Alawi alone. I'm not going to be able to help there. Like, you saw... You were able to see the fact that, yeah... Yep, okay. Yeah, we're not going to even let that touch. At least that was a waste of Rift Herald for him. That does help us out. It helps us out a lot, because we were going to lose that tower otherwise. So those binds definitely saved my Butakin. All right. So we're not really getting any good wave crash into here, but we are going to start dealing some good damage. And I don't necessarily think... Yeah, he's not building any magic resist, so that helps us out a lot. When we are able to actually build, we're going to go... we might go early Zanyas, just because of the fact that we are going up against, you know, a Zed. And his ultimate is a really good time for Zanyas. So, I forget the actual name of his ultimate, to be completely honest. But... he makes it really tough to get close to him. Oh, there we go, Yi. Yep, alright. And we still have 2 of those. So. If he can start coming towards me, that would help a lot. There we go. We got him. I was going to try and shield him, but we couldn't quite get to him fast enough there. So, you know, things happen. But we were able to get in and get that trade. So, that's helpful. Able to give Morgana a little bit of gold. It's nice to have a support that's leveled up and ready to fight. So, you know. And as soon as we do, we get this Luden's Echo. We're going to have great wave clear ability. we definitely gotta avoid him. There we go. Get him, Yi. Nice. Nice. Okay. Drake's up in 25, guys. You guys go focus that. I'll keep these guys back. That'll be my little gift to you. My little gift to ya. And wow, yeah. I think Yi is kind of like, he's a really easy champion to use, but he is also extremely useful in lower elos. So I'm not going to complain about him. I wouldn't necessarily consider myself a lower elo player, but one of the hardest parts about lower elo is getting out of solo queue at a lower elo. Yikes, we can't do anything about that, can we? All we can do is get ready to bind. Ready? There we go, and we got the assist, and we got the Drake. Yep. Yep, this is exactly what we needed. The nice little bit of turnaround. Yi late game is going to help out a lot, especially if he's building crit. Alawi late game is going to help out a lot, and we're going to be able to chunk down on this turn. Not quite enough yet, but we do have our next wave coming in, so we'll be able to use them to push up, which is exactly what we want to do. And all they have is a Janna coming at us, so we're not in a bad spot. Is that Pantheon? I don't think I've seen Pantheon this entire game. There we go. I don't know how I got that kill, but we got it, so. They're going to help me snowball just a little bit here. Oh, guys, I'm going to need assistant here. I got 3 of them. I don't know why my mouse decided to do that. Or I did have 3 mid. We're going to go ahead and pop this there. Never mind, we just have more mid. Well, that Pantheon's still bouncing around. Oh, I can't bind him during that? I did not know that. Okay, so you can't bind Pantheon's ult. Like, that's good to know. That's really good to know. There we go. That should be an easy kill. Yikes. On the plus side, my cooldown's pretty low. So, you know, we're able to shield up real quick. Something's going on with my computer right now. I don't know what it is, but something's going on. I really thought that we could bind that Pantheon's ult. I was hoping we could at the very least. I do need to recall. There we go. Let's clear that out. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, as you can see, once you start to get your items with Lux, it can really start to snowball from there, especially for team fights, because that shielding just helps so much. And now I already know a couple of the other builds that I'm going to be doing this week. Also, if the week goes really well for the champion, I'm going to try and do some montages, because why not, you know, show off their skill level and everything that way. And if you guys have any like champions that you specifically want to see, or if you guys have like a build idea yourself, I would love to see that in the comments box below. At the end of the game, I will post this up so that way you guys can see that. As of right now, I'm going to take that down so that way we can look at, see, we have 298 ability power, so not bad. We still have our flash, and we still have our shield capability. Able to get everyone in on that real quick. And that's the nice thing about playing mid. We level up a whole lot faster, but we do need to go get that Drake. So we're going to try and push these guys off just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and ward here in the jungle for them. Oh, I was going to try and bind for you. There we go. We just need to pull him off just a little bit. There we go. And we only need one more Drake for soul. And that's going to be big. That's going to be a big soul. Alright, we were able to pull out Varus's ult there. I don't know if you guys are able to see that or not. He was able to miss that, so that's good for us. Sadly, with the Rabadons, it does not give us any sort of CDR, but that damage rate is going to go up an insane amount. And I don't see any of them building magic resistance. So, well, actually, I take that back. Mordekaiser is starting to build a little bit of magic resistance. And, you know, we're going to go ward over here so that way we know if they, you know, want to try and go Baron or not. Because that's a pretty important objective at this point. We still got another 4 minutes before next Drake is up. And, you know, we definitely don't want to lose that. I don't know what that was all about. Okay, we got a few of them here. And there's a Varus chilling in the... Yep. Alright. Well, they haven't taken out our control ward. So that's, you know, that's good for us. And so far we've been pretty good about dodging their abilities. But, you know, that's always subject to change. Oof. Yeah, this game is starting to get a little frisky. Oh. Not able to push that in all the way, but we have started to really snowball this mid lane, which is really nice. So alright, we're gonna try and focus this. If we can take out this turret, that's going to be huge for us. Drake's not up for another 2 minutes. Yep. There we go. Yeah, so we did. We had that first. Alright, time for us to get out of here. We got our ult back up. We'll give them that heads up. We got 2,600 gold. We'll go ahead. We'll drop back, and we're gonna get our next item before this next Drake fight comes up. Because we got 2 minutes on that. We want to be prepared as best we can. We still have our Zanyas. That's charged up, so we're not worried there. And at this point, we're not using this anymore, and we're actually running out of room. So we're gonna go ahead and sell that off, and we're gonna start pushing in for the Rabadons. Okay, so. At a certain point, we'll get rid of the Doran's Ring. We're not going to worry about that right now. But we have that, and we are going to consume the Elixir of Sorcery. Alright? The Elixir of Sorcery is pretty nice. Here, we can show that off real quick. Damaging a champion or turret deals 25 bonus true damage. This effect has a 5-second cooldown versus champions, but no cooldown versus turrets. So now that we've pushed through the mid, now we can start shoving up other lanes, split pushing that way, different things that way. We have a control ward on Baron, which is super nice. I'm sorry if I'm talking too fast here. I want to give you guys as much information about this guide as possible, especially in general for the champion. like I said, I'm not like a big ranked player, but I do consider myself a very versatile player. I'm a flex by all means, and I will show that 110%. So that's why I feel comfortable doing some of these different build guides. Yep, alright. We got to get in there and help shield. Yep, there it is. We got her. That snipe, though. We should definitely go Baron. Oh, we forced a forfeit. Well, we weren't able to show off the game all the way, you know, but I hope you guys get the idea as to how to play that game exactly. You know, we did have a good time, so we're not going to worry too much about that. But that's this build guide. We are going to go ahead and we'll give that to Yi. He stayed cool there, especially with the snowman outfit. Yep, got another Mastery 6 token. So that means we got an S, or an S- at the very least. We'll go into advanced details here, and we're going to go to our rune set. So as you can see, we didn't get the full build set up. We probably would have went into the Morellonomicon, you know, maybe gotten a Void Staff. Especially for early Zanyas, you do want that Void Staff because, you know, it doesn't make a difference to have your Rabadons if you don't have that magic penetration. It helps, but it doesn't, like, you know, hammer that nail on the head. So as you can see, we had the Arcane Comet, we had Mana Flow Band, Transcendence, Gathering Storm, Magical Footwear, and the Minion Dematerializer. This was brought to me. I found this on MOBA Fire. They have great build guides. Some of the build guides I'll come up with on my own, but for Lux, I don't, you know, necessarily know all the best builds. We went 9-1 and 12. We decimated that team. And he's got 3 separate build guides, so I'll probably use 3 of those, and then maybe we'll try support builds, you know, or maybe we can try and get a little bit crazy with it. Depends if you guys have any ideas. I would love to see them. Drop that in the comments box below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please, please, please give it a thumbs up and a subscribe. And, you know, no matter what, always remember.
You know what gaming's really about, Brian? Boom. It's all about the game.
And we'll catch you guys next time.